The UN Security Council gave sanctions exemptions to 4 international humanitarian organizations so they can ship aid items to North Korea. However, Seoul is facing difficulties in delivering antiviral drugs to the regime. Jung-hee sheds light on what's causing the setbacks.
In late December, South Korea and the U.S. held a meeting in Seoul of their bilateral working group. And after that session, Seoul's nuclear envoy Lee Do-hoon announced that Seoul is offering medicine to Pyongyang.
The issue of providing Tamiflu to North Korean civilians has been resolved.
It was 2 weeks ago that Seoul hoped to deliver 200,000 doses of Tamiflu and 50,000 early diagnosis kits to the north, but that didn't happen. The government aimed again for early this week, but that fell through too. Seoul says the problem has been issues with logistics, but local media are reporting that what stopped it was Washington. Quoting government sources, these reports say that the U.S. has recently pointed out to South Korea that trucks crossing the border to deliver the drugs could violate UN sanctions.
The flu medicines are for humanitarian purposes, and the U.S. was positive about it. There have been reports that the U.S. blocked our provision of medicine last weekend, but that's not true. We are closely coordinating with the international community and the relevant countries to prevent problems regarding sanctions.
Meanwhile, there's also been a setback for Seoul's plan to provide humanitarian assistance to the north via UN agencies. Last year, South Korea had $8 million allocated to donate to UNICEF and the World Food Program to provide medical care and nutritional support. But because the money was never sent, Seoul says, administrative rules mean it has to review the donation again, which will take time.
The government has to review the donation again. If it goes forward, it has to reflect new circumstances.
Amid all this, UN Security Council's Committee on North Korea Sanctions granted exemptions over the weekend for UNICEF and 3 other NGOs. They'll be able to ship items for humanitarian aid, like medicine and equipment for fighting diseases and malnutrition. What still needs to be determined, though, is where South Korea's own humanitarian assistance will go. Jung-hee, Arirang News.